Hey, did you know that Terrible Warriors has a Discord channel now where you can hang out with the members of the show and fans of the show and even listen into recordings of the show if you happen to be a Patreon supporter? Anyone has access to our Discord channel. Patreon supporters get a few extra perks, but anyone can get access to our general channels. If you want to find out more, ask us on Twitter at Dice Warriors. We'll send you an invite link. But you don't want to hear a pitch about Discord. You want to find out what happens today on the Terrible Warriors. Derek Burrow and his Edmonton crew return to Blades in the Dark for part 3 in our story of the Gulls. The heist is going off, and the Gulls are going down some stairs, and a train is going off the rails. In the next hour, things don't go according to plan, and they never do. That's what makes them Terrible Warriors.
Greetings, terrible listeners. We're back with the Edmonton crew, and we're doing more Blades in the Dark, where things are going, well, reasonably, kind of, sort of successfully.
Going interestingly.
Interestingly. As our intrepid gang of puckish rogues, the Gulls, have broken into the Duke's bank in search of, well, I don't know. It started off as just stealing one thing to fuck over one guy for another guy, and now it's just kind of fit everything that we can in the vault into our pockets and then strip the copper out of the walls.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm joined with...
Will Mitchell playing Creek the Leech.
Shane Fitzgerald playing Ratbones the Lurk.
Cameron Dunn playing Siren the Whisper, also known as Years of Unfortunate Events.
No, that's a whole other game.
Yeah, true.
That's a sequence of terrible occurrences that I'm looking forward to. That was the other option, was that I do Spirit of the Century, where you're all plucky orphans.
Well, you know, there's still time.
I really just want to do it for the name alone.
That's more than enough. So, we have broken into the bank.
With some complications.
With some complications.
Just a minor hiccup, but we're in. And the ghost traps haven't been set off yet. Right. No demons have been summoned.
So you are starting off on a risky position.
So we're sliding around in our underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you slide down the rope, and at this point, I'm going to highly recommend that everybody make a prowl check.
Yes, we should also choose our loadout, shouldn't we?
No, you choose that at... Oh, your loadout. Are you going...
How big are we going?
Are you guys going in light or normal on loadout?
I was imagining normal if we're going to blow through walls and stuff.
Yeah, well, and I also think normal because, we're going to blow through walls and we're going to take a lot of stuff.
Keep in mind that you do have that +2.
We do. So our 5 is effectively a 7, which is pretty rad.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely normal.
Yeah. And you don't have to choose your equipment until the time comes for you to use it.
Just deciding how much did we bring.
Yeah. It's right there.
Yeah, the little diamonds.
Yep. Now then, if everyone would like to make a prowl check, or if you would like to declare it as a group action, what happens is that you pick a leader. Then Shane, for everyone who gets a 1 to 3, you're going to take 2 stress. Otherwise, the entire group goes off the highest roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna hurt you.
It's just decided who the group leader is beforehand.
Yeah.
So.
It makes sense for that to be the lurk for this, I think.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you don't want to, because Cam may hurt you. In fact, I may hurt you.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna get hurt.
So everybody roll. Is that everybody rolls their prowl.
Yeah, everybody roll your prowl.
Does anybody want to take either a devil's bargain?
Yes.
Yep, give it here. Devil's bargain.
Oh. I don't want to get hit.
Well,
We're well past that.
I haven't been offered one yet. I had to take it.
the devil's bargain. God, I'm glad I marked this page.
Well, if you sell it off enough metagaming, I might just take it out on Caster Cage.
Let's see here. Yeah, okay. I will let you both take a devil's bargain, but I'm going to start a clock. In addition to the one that's already going on.
Okay, I like it.
It is called the Hounds.
Oh, of course. Yeah, summon the hounds. Let's do this.
And if you both take devil's bargains, you're going to mark off the first 2 ticks of it.
Yep.
My suggestion from there is don't fail rolls.
Yep.
Now, would you also like to push yourselves to spend 1 effort in order to gain another die?
Not at this point.
Oh, sorry, 2 stress to...
Yeah, it's 2 stress for 1 die.
Yep.
I'm good where I am. 2 dice.
I have the 2 just from my normal pro.
And then you
Would
get another
anyone-
one.
And then
from
you
the
also
bard.
took... Yeah.
Would anyone like to hear the soundtrack in my head right now?
Is it Kronk?
Party wipe, party wipe, party wipe, 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 party
Oh,
wipe, party wipe, party wipe,
it's not Kronk singing his own sneaking music?
No, that'll come if we do well.
Yeah.
All right, everybody roll.
Oh boy, big money, no whammies. Hey, 6 and a 3.
6, 4, 1.
Okay,
two
so
for
we're
one.
gonna go with one of the 6s. That is a full success.
Yes.
Shane breathes a sigh of relief.
And we all do. As in the distance, the foghounds crack knuckles and begin to walk towards us.
Yep.
Send in the house.
However, because you didn't take the upgrade on shadows, which apparently actually you could have at this point, and the gambling upgrade where you combine 6s on teamwork checks.
Oh yeah.
It is only a full success, not a critical success.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now you guys are sneaking, so your scent is here now.
Oh yeah.
So whether that means that the hounds will be released here, or the hounds will simply be able to find you later.
Oh, you mean the hounds as in actual dogs,
Yeah,
not
not the class.
the
No,
hounds
I mean
as in-
like actual
See, I thought you meant the foghounds, who I presume have actual hounds.
the hounds of the foghounds.
Yeah.
Who we call hound.
Yeah. That's right.
Yep. Right then. No, I'm talking about like
Actual baying murderous dogs.
the actual ability that you guys leave enough behind for animals to track you here.
Oh,
That
sweet.
you two are climbing down, and while you're being very stealthy and basically following Rat Bones as as they carefully slink through, you're also you're sweating.
Yeah, we're
you're-
dirty and
Yeah, you're leaving some marks on things. No one's going to detect you now, but this clock is counting down and someone can detect you later.
gotcha.
All right. You start prowling down, and you get to the first set of stairs, and you look down. Doesn't look like anyone's down there. You go down to the next level. We're going to say this building is 6 floors.
Awesome.
Walk.
1, 2,
Of course, the vault's in the basement.
3,
Yeah.
4. You know what? We're actually going to say 5. We're going to say 5, counting the ground floor.
Okay.
All right. So. Yep. Doop, 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 doop. Nothing on that floor. Doop, 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 doop.
Now, incidentally, as we go, have we seen anything that we may want to acquire?
Well, it's a very expensive building on the inside. Not overstated, though.
oh, classy.
These top levels, you come down on the top level it's actually a little interior garden.
Oh,
And during
mushrooms galore.
during the day they've got those false sunlight.
Oh, they've got the radiant lights.
With nice bushes and stuff, and it's very meditative inside. And the floor is actually segmented in half. You came in on that half of things, and on the other half is the president's office.
Yeah.
Where it's these 2 big double oak doors, and
Nice.
Is there anything?
It's locked.
But you said we went through a radiant garden?
yeah, the lights are off right now.
That's okay. There are light bulbs. Yoink.
Are you really gonna?
Because radiant lights, man. Actual...
yeah, but they're like arc lights. They're huge.
Oh,
things,
yeah, they're huge. You're right.
Is there
1870s.
Yes, 1870s.
anything in the garden
Edison
we could
lamp
use
has
to
been-
mask our scent or any of that?
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
Yes.
Would you
Good
like
thinking, man.
to give me a study check?
Yes, I would.
4?
It will mask your scent. How now you're just looking around and trying to find something, and then you're gonna rub it on yourself just to check.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Poison sumac.
It
Excellent.
will mask your scent. However,
Hideously lethal.
you are going to take a. Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? I am going to give you a first level harm check in that
Yes.
I'm going to call it allergic reaction.
Fair.
Which is you rub it on yourself and you're like, holy crap, this smells terrible. They're never going to be able to smell me. But And keeping in mind that your position on pretty much everything you're rolling right now is risky.
Of course, yeah. The scene is risky until
yeah.
we make it worse or significantly better.
But at the same time, you have a really bad allergic reaction to it. So you're actually going to write that down right there.
Yeah.
And that's going to result in some reduced effect later on.
No, put it in the top one.
Oh, the top one?
Nope.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
You have 2 1 harm boxes.
My bad. I forgot that it's...
Now, Cam, you can make a resistance roll against this. Where you are going to roll your prowess, so 2 dice, and the highest amount is going to subtract from 6. That is the amount of stress you take, but you will avoid taking any harm. You can take 1 stress, and you will take no harm from that. So erase that, and you're going to mark off 1 stress box.
Okay.
And that is basically how you avoid getting hurt in this game.
Also, I think your stat, like Insider Prowess or Resolve, is the vertical dots on the left-hand side of the line.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but I mean, you would have rolled a 5 anyways. We're good.
Yeah, that's fine. That is a good point.
Yes, because that encourages you to take a wide variety of skills.
Yes, that makes more sense. So yeah, you rub it on. You pause for a moment, and then you rub it a bit on your clothing instead of on your flesh, and you get that same kind of effect.
And then we all rub it on our clothing, not on our flesh.
Exactly. This does also introduce a minor complication that you will need to get rid of all of this clothing afterwards.
We're gonna be rich enough; it won't matter, right, boys?
So you hope.
Yeah.
So ambiguously gendered friend and female.
We're all dudes. We're all guys.
It's
Gender neutral.
Okay.
On that note, let's see what's on the floor below.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing else
Okay.
on this one.
On the you're coming around, go down the stairs, and you actually see light flashing on the floor below.
Is it like a flash from like a light arcing and like turning on and sputtering, or is it like a light
Flashlight.
move? There's the security guys. Okay.
And you peer down around. You sneak a look
Just
down.
take a little peek.
Yeah.
Actually, little mirror.
Okay. Do you want to specify a part of your loadout? Is that a option on there?
Dagger.
You could be the side of a shiny dagger. But I think that would count as part of tinkering tools.
Okay. Mark it down.
I have tinkering tools.
Okay. Mark down the first point of your loadout.
Yep.
Yeah, and there are two blue coats.
Oh, crap.
Who apparently are just working either off duty or this is just one of their things.
Or they particularly hate us and knew we're coming.
And they've got, it's the very distinctive blue coat and trousers and the boots and the helmets and the handheld torches. They're not electric. They're actually actual lanterns.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're patrolling around and they're bitching at each other, They're paying us to be here, but this is boring. Nothing's going on now. But the pay is pretty good. Aye, but listen, Cletus, this is beneath us. We are upstanding members of the City Watch, but they're paying us. Well, I know they're paying us, but I'm going to keep talking until one of you does something.
I'm just enjoying it. Are there windows on this floor?
Yeah. The next floor you come down to is a couple other office. So that was up on the 5th floor. Then the 4th floor is a couple other. It's like 4 or 6 offices on either side.
Yeah.
Are we thinking of shimmying?
I think
one
go through an office, out the window, shimmy around them, and back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That what you want to do? Okay. Somebody's going to probably have to make a prowl check then. To jimmy the lock.
Or is that a tinker to jimmy the lock?
Oh, or you could tinker jimmy the lock. Either one. You could. Your position is risky, and either way, the effect is going to be about the same. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I can jimmy a lock.
Sure.
See some tinker tools happen.
Come on.
I will add.
I'm mediocre at jimmy.
I will add. Okay, so let's go with it's risky, and you're looking at average effect, standard effect. I'm going to allow your tinker tools to bump that up by 1.
Thank you.
But of course, you're going to take a consequence from this one.
Of course.
Is that this lock is obviously been
just
tampered with by a professional, and you are going to end up leaving some scent on there.
Okay.
Actual scent, so I'm going to add another tick to the hounds.
Okay, that's fair.
At least.
And potentially you might take +1 heat from this.
Okay.
Because this is the first very obvious
sign. And, you know, we're breaking into the vice president of currency or something.
Yeah, and inside... Again, it's not overstated, but there's the like the mahogany bookshelves with many tomes about commerce on them. No, you can't steal a bookshelf.
I'm not going to steal the bookshelf. I'm just appreciating
there's
the
a
artwork.
large oak desk. There are lithographs of this executive, you know, in various fancy parties with various fancy people. And
Is there any books or something that look out of place? Might be a lockbox or something?
They have a vault full of security boxes downstairs.
Yeah.
But they might also still have them up here. Don't mix with the plebs, right?
Yeah.
now, at this point, I'd like to ask if you have, if anyone would like to take a flashback to perhaps have a better understanding of the building.
Okay, so with a flashback, do we burn stress for that? How
You
does that
burn
work?
stress, you may need to make a roll to see if it introduces additional complications in the future.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that
Okay,
makes
you know
sense.
what? Cam said yeah. Cyrene over here said yes first, so I'm going to get you to make me it's going to be a controlled study check. I'm sure you can take a visit in you know, better looking clothes.
Yeah. Not my ratty.
Hey!
That is a critical success
What
with
the
2
hell?
6s, because Cam either rolls really well or really poorly.
Old bell curve done.
So, okay, you get not only do you succeed, but you get additional effect off of it. So you actually went through and you cased the joint. That, you know, little like, but time rewinds, you get a flashback of Cyrene dressing up. And you came from a military family, so you actually do still have good, well-cut clothing lying around. It might be a little big on you right now, but you know, you cinch it up a bit. Maybe you pack a little bit of padding in places, and you go in under the cover of business, and you have a few words, and they show you upstairs, and you know, you have a snifter of brandy, and with the vice president of whatever, and you know, you're chatting, and he so this is very clever, and your extra effect. He will have a lockbox in this room behind one of the bookshelves.
And he showed you something cool in it.
That he obviously wants to. He doesn't think that you're necessarily the best client, but he thinks that your family are potential clients, because your family is career military, and career military at the higher echelons in Duskval means money. Mm-hmm. And so he. And inside the safe, it's not going to be super valuables, but it's expensive cigars, it's expensive brandy.
Delicious spices.
It's maybe a little bit of drugs in there.
Ooh.
Jackpot.
Yeah, I'm taking them all.
Yeah.
I'm just like...
Okay, so we and you also have understanding of how the layout of the building works, where the guards are likely to patrol.
Awesome.
And this is going to provide you with additional effect going forward when trying to deal with those circumstances.
Okay, yeah, we just had those 2 blue coats
Downstairs,
in the other
yeah.
room,
Yeah,
and
we've now snuck out.
now that
They're
I
in the
kind
hall.
of know their patrol.
Well, okay, so basically, you're on this
Yeah.
floor right here. You came in through there, and that was the president's office up there and the garden. You came down through here, and this is offices.
Yeah.
The blue coats are on this level here, which is like I don't want to say cubicle farm, but it's basically the 1870s equivalent of cubicle farm.
Yeah,
Where you got lots. It's your clerk space basically.
Yeah, lots and lots of clerks.
Lots and lots of very industrious young men, very blandly sitting in front of typewriters and adding machines.
Yeah, it's a variety of Bob Cratchits.
Yeah.
So many tow receipts just like going all over the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and that's where the blue coats are right now.
Okay.
They're on that level right there. Our listeners at home can't actually see the diagram I'm pointing at, but if you're a Patreon subscriber, you will get a PDF document at the end of this campaign, which will include all of the notes that I have taken, plus our character sheets, including the diagram of the Duke's Bank.
Okay, so we've made it into this office. We're going to sort of scale down and around them, is the plan,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So let's scale down and around them.
Well, now that we know where
They're likely to be, we can do that.
Yeah, so do you want to completely circumvent that floor, or do you want to try and just sneak in as they go upstairs or downstairs?
I think it's better to sneak in as they go up.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the same level as.
Because we know what's on the level below them, but we don't know who's on the level below them.
Okay, that's fair. So this is going to be another group prowl check.
Okay.
This is risky, but it's still a standard level of effect. You're not doing anything totally out of the ordinary here. I'll also ask the standard question.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
You know, you're supposed to actually let me finish the sentence before you guys take the devil's bargain.
I think we're even supposed to let you actually offer the bargain, and we're supposed to, like, weigh it or something. We should let him do that.
But you're just like, complications! Oh, what complications! Complications! Give me complications. Shane's just staring at the two of you like, oh my god, what have I done?
This is lasers and feeling so low.
So, devil's bargains?
Devil's bargain will advance the hound's clock again.
If we both take it, that means there's only one free spot on the hounds.
Yeah, but we've got that masking stuff. It's fine.
No, we only partially...
That masking stuff is only going to get you so far because the devil's bargain does circumvent that.
Yes, it does.
The devil, basically, the devil's bargain isn't just your they're going to track you by your scent. It's that you might rip your clothes on a windowsill. You might even leave a little cut. Exactly. You leave fingerprints on something.
Yeah. Your allergic reaction pusses a little, and they can track you by the smell of that. Like, yeah. Various things. And now these hounds are going to be heat afterwards, not they will release dogs on us immediately.
Right, but that's
a problem for future.
But basically, if this hound's clock goes all the way to midnight, it's going to add heat to you after the fact.
Yeah, it's a problem for future Gulls.
Gulls live in the present.
You want to do it?
Carpe diem and all that.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
All right, and do you want to take stress to expend that extra bit of effort?
Absolutely.
I kind of think I'm going to need
Push yourself, so both of you take 2 more stress.
He's taking that.
I'm doing it.
Are you not doing it?
Nope.
Will?
Nope. Creek's a cool operator.
Creek's really avoiding a lot of stress here.
Because I have plans for the getaway.
Okie dokie then.
Leaves us behind.
Give me your rolls, everybody.
So I get an extra from the devils.
And then Rat Bones, give me your roll.
Because presumably you're leading this shitcapade.
Yeah, which... never mind, nobody needs to roll.
We're great. What did you eat? Have you sucked the blood out of a leprechaun? I don't fucking get it.
So...
Okay, we should tweet this shit.
Another photo. So, audience, I just...
Because, nobody would fucking believe this.
Shane just is disbelieving at this point. You okay, man?
Oh no!
He's got all... It's the equivalent of Connell's grumble face. We good?
I'm just sitting here. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yep, that was a hell of a thing. Yeah, you guys are fine.
Yep, super sneaky.
The hound's clock does. You do still leave that bit of yourselves behind.
Yeah.
Rat Bones over here is still getting away cool as a cucumber, clean. Yeah. The master burglar.
Yeah, the forgotten idea of the shadow of a ghost.
Yeah, but yep, you come down. You can see the bluecoats moving inside that office area, and you're just gonna let them go on their way.
Let them head on up, and then we head in, and
they head up. You head in,
and then we check out the floor below.
The floor below you is safety deposit boxes.
Time to
a whole floor of them.
Yeah.
This is
how well are they locked?
They're locked pretty damn well.
That is what they do. Okay, so we.
Oh my god.
You know what? Could
demolition tools.
Well, maybe because we've been sneaky so far. Let's save the demolition for when we're running. This might be a good time for a flashback to find out which box has what we're looking for.
Okay, which one of you wants to take the stress for that? I'm going to call that 2 stress because that's a big thing. That's a pretty big thing to learn.
That I will take the stress for.
How?
I take the stress for that. What does Mortis do? What is his racket? He sells high-end goods, right?
High-end, very illegal, smuggled-in goods. He's a fence, primarily.
I actually go to my vice purveyors. I go to the guys who have my brother. And I know that they like the finer things in life. And I know that they've dealt with Mortis in the past. And so I'm gonna lean on my contact with them to get some information. But presumably, this is going to make it much harder for me to get some leverage on my brother.
Yeah, I'm going to get you to make me a consort roll.
Beautiful. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
Oh,
that's a whammy! Oh, shit. So I'll go ahead and take those stress.
Shane is just staring stoically at it like, oh my god, what the hell? I was a professional until these guys came along.
He definitely was. Yep. I totally shit that bed.
Oh.
So what goes down, man?
Blades in the dark, also known as 6 and 1s.
Yeah, 6s and 1s. 6s and 1s.
Wow, that's a conundrum.
I know. I'm trying to get the guys who are...
Technically speaking, you do it in the flashback. You spend the stress. You succeed.
It happens, but at what cost?
But there are costs associated with it. They're going to eat up some of the coin that you make on this job.
Fair.
Because they're not here to do you favors.
Hell no. No, this was risky to begin with.
You pay them, not the other way around.
Yeah.
So they want to know, 1, why you want this information, and 2, they want a cut of what you make off of this.
All right. And I'm going to be honest with them. I want the information because I'm about to come into some valuable goods, and I have reason to believe that Mortis is in a vulnerable position right now.
Okay. Yeah, you have an idea, at least, of where to find the ledger.
Okay, which would be on the floor with the clerks.
Yeah.
Okay, so go grab that ledger.
Okay. And you go through it.
Take a flip.
Rat Bones. You will notice that a bank of the safety deposit boxes, not just one of them, but like an entire row up, 2 rows over as a block, belongs to a very, very memorable former associate of yours, that being, of course, the Dame Kellis.
Take everything. Then the angel on your shoulder says, yeah, take everything.
Hey, where's the other guy? Nowhere! As the devil's beating the crap out of the angel, hiding them behind your back.
They don't call us the Sticky Gulls for nothing.
They don't call us the Sticky Gulls.
They may soon. How sticky do you want to be, Rat Bones?
Do it.
Oh. Rat Bones, the strong, silent, considering type.
The principled thief.
The principled thief.
Thinking really, really hard on what I want to do coming up.
Okay.
I'm still.
Rat Bones leaves him alone.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah. Wow. That's very...
All right. I like it. Creek is going to keep that ledger. Because he doesn't need to necessarily steal things to get something valuable out of that. But then let's go steal some things.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have this general idea of this area of the safe deposit boxes where Mortis is likely to have stashed his dingus.
Nice. So yeah, let's get that MacGuffin. I'm gonna tinker that shit open.
Okay, give me a tinker check then.
Come on,
Are you absolutely sure you don't want me to do it, considering how gaga you went over my infiltrator ability before?
Oh my god, that's right. You do have the
point.
benefit of that one.
You do have the ability for that.
That's why I'm like, I could do it with my infiltrator, and it's like, I'm gonna tinker. Shit.
My apologies.
Come on.
Ghost them open or something.
Let's see what you can do with some light fingers.
Okay.
This is going to be risky. However, its effect will theoretically be quite great if you can succeed at the action.
Okay, so what am I rolling here?
You're just rolling your dice for Prowl.
Okay.
So I'm going to start a clock. This is just a 4-section success clock.
Okay.
And it's called the box.
All right.
I like it. You kick.
That's a 6.
You kill it.
Okay, that ticks off as a great effect. Now, Rat Bones, I can offer you this. By pushing yourself, if you spend 2 effort, you gain +1 effect, and you will completely get the box. Doing it?
Doing it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Click.
So you go through, you get the ledger, you
Yep.
check off, you find it, you finesse that lock, like perfectly finesse it. I want to be clear on that one. It's a 6. It springs open, and there's a box inside. And it is the size of a bread box nested inside of the safe deposit box. And you slowly slide, you silently slide it out. You put it on the table, you open the box up, and inside it looks like some kind of idol. Like some kind of weird, carved from stone, sea folk fetishy totem thing.
Some horrible Cthulhu.
Yeah, I was thinking more like fish than squids, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So more Dagon than Cthulhu.
No, you know what? It's shaped like a louse.
Oh,
like
yeah,
an
like a sea
isopod
louse.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Nasty.
Where each of its like dozens of legs are curled around to
some jet black rock or something.
yeah, like the final digit is curled around. No, it's like obsidian. It's like clear obsidian, like
neat.
like volcanic glass.
Yeah.
Cyrene,
Yes.
you can feel the electroplasm just charged into this thing. Like whatever this is, it is an item of power.
Maybe to summon demons. I don't.
Summon demons, summon ghosts. Maybe it's
Summon
just
more of these things.
maybe it's just been out in the deep and the dark for too long, and it reeks of the sea. This thing wasn't just smuggled; this was dredged from somewhere.
Oh.
And Rat Bones, being from the Dagger Isles, you actually kind of recognize this thing. Now, you recognize it by folklore and rumor more than actually having seen one before. But this is something of the Sea Witches. This is something of those... the Sea Witches aren't people you fuck with. They are the mistresses of ghosts in the dark and the deep out in the Dagger Isles. They're the ones who will... captains will go to have blessings put upon their ships to steer the ghosts away from their vessels. These are scary people. And you're looking down at one of their... what does all description would say? One of their idols right there. Do you want to say something about that to the rest of these guys?
No.
Cool.
Love it.
I'm kind of enjoying this taciturn character.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I've learned this thing, this horrible thing. It might get us all killed. Should I tell everyone? Nah.
Would I be able to use Ghost Mind to
That's
do anything about
a
it?
terrible idea. You should do it.
I think you should absolutely
Yeah.
roll a tune with your with a +1 from your Ghost Mind.
Looking good.
That's
How?
Try that again. Oh.
shit! No fucking shit!
No fucking way.
What the goddamn hell did you do to my dice, Shane? Cam, what did you do? Cam rolled 4 6s. More to the
It was
point.
2 6s, then 3 6s, then 4 6s.
No. The 4th 6, he cocked the die off of the table, picked it up off the ground, rolled it, and it came up 6. Cam, are you a professional craps player somehow?
Yeah, you got it.
Have you been sharking us this entire time?
If you're not, you fucking should be.
With this kind of luck? Oh my god. Wow, that's
You are now an honorary sea witch.
yeah, you can feel the way the electroplasm has been woven into this thing, that it's it is a reservoir of power, but it's also shaped to use that power in specific ways. You can feel that it's got a connection to the ghosts of the sea, but also to something deeper and darker that lurks under the waves. And there's a crushing presence associated with it that you actually pull back your supernatural senses from it at the last moment. this is an object of kind of like a crazy level of power. This is maybe something that that raises the question: what the hell does Mortis want with this? Like, this is beyond just like something valuable.
Yeah.
This is like you thought you were stealing a few hundred gold coins, and you found out that he actually had a briefcase nuke.
Yeah.
That's
a problem
save
for future
something
Gulls.
for that later.
Are you going to share any of this with us? I love it!
I'm gonna, can I hold that?
We should just close the box, I think.
I'll hold the box.
Yeah, sure. We close it, though.
Ratbones just closes the box and starts motioning for us to leave because
Yeah.
we have what we came for.
Okay, so that's all you're taking. You're not taking anything else?
I want to take more.
I definitely want to take more. Think of all the orphans you can help with the contents of... And he flips through the ledger, finds a particularly rich haul of this box alone.
Under normal circumstances, that would be the route to go. But so many people are going to be on our asses.
Come on, let a little.
Here's some names in this book that you notice. Mylera Kleb, the leader of the Red Sash Gang, who's a known art collector. Let's see here. Who else? The Dimmer Sisters. People say they're witches. They never leave their houses. It appears they seem to have some stuff stashed here.
Fascinating.
Pollux, attaché to the Lord Governor of Duskfall.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw that out there to you. There are some big names here.
There really are. Let's steal from the attaché to the Lord Mayor, shall we?
Okay, you're going to do it? You're...
We gotta.
Yeah.
Because this, we may not even be able to fucking sell. This may be too hot for us to sell at all.
Yeah.
And I literally have people who will
guaranteed coin.
fuck me up if I don't make any money out of this.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to finesse this lock?
I'll do it. I don't know how, but I'll do it.
What?
Oh, dear. Okay, yeah. All right,
Okay.
Cyrene's just going to do it. Roll prowl.
Okay.
Let's see how horribly this goes, because your luck can't... Well, okay.
It's been worse.
So you
If it had
do...
been sixes, Derek would have punched you.
Yeah. Just
Probably.
You do yeah, I kind of would have. You do manage to pick the lock, Cyrene, but as you do, you can feel something click and engage in it. As I add another 2 ticks to the silent alarm clock.
Oh my god.
Okay. What's inside?
What's inside is documents.
Great.
These are very secure documents detailing a list of bribes and it's blackmail material. On
Beautiful
someone.
blackmail material. That's worth coin. That we could sell. Yoink.
I still think actual coin in my hand right now.
I would like actual coin in my hand as well, but...
Are you going to keep pressing your luck?
No.
I will let you know that over the course of this, you have 1 tick left on the silent alarm clock.
And 1 tick left on the hounds.
Yep.
We're gonna get out of here, I think. I think our luck has been pushed enough. Let's GTFO.
How are you getting out now?
Well, we can get access out the windows, and then we can just fucking...
There are no windows on this floor.
We could go up another level. We can go back the way we came, out the window, and then down. Because we're not that far off the ground at that point.
You are, if you go, you'll be about 30, 40 feet off the ground.
Holy shit, those are big floors.
Yeah.
I guess high ceilings make sense. Although that being said, like we're
Well,
stealthy.
the ground floor has a really high ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. It's got a really high ceiling. Yeah, if you want to go, we can go out, scale the building, and through the rooftops again.
Back the way we came. Yeah, I guess we know where they're patrolling.
That's where we have known dangers in the way.
Because you did also talk about going through the sewers, which Ratbones over here knows quite well.
That is a good point.
Right.
Yeah, we could keep pressing down then.
Okay.
What do you guys say?
Sewers is a decent option.
Yeah, that was closer to the original plan.
Yep.
So down we go.
Okay. Down you go. You get through the main floor. You sneak past the main floor and all its cunning, clever traps.
Mm-hmm.
and you get to the basement vault. Now, I'm going to offer you a flashback, Rat Bones, that will cost you 1 stress, and will involve your friend, is it Trella?
Telda.
Telda.
Yeah.
Telda the beggar, and her sewer connections, as you worked with her to figure out where the best entrance was. And then I'm also going to ask you to roll your... what do you got? You got... study? Survey. Roll your 1 die for survey.
Yeah.
2. Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, his nose.
you get it... you had to kind of approximate the position of where you're going to break down that wall, which is then going to fall over to Creek over here with an explosive.
Okay.
And then hightail it.
Okay.
But what Telda helped you find in the sewers was an area that if you put a hole through the bottom of the bank, you would actually get into the sewers.
Nice.
Okay.
You played Witcher 3, right?
Yeah.
Think how they stole from Siggy Reuven.
Right.
Okay. I think this calls for a rec roll.
I think this does call for a rec roll. Now, would you like to push yourself?
This is where I'm going to push myself.
Okay, Mark 2. Does anyone else want to offer teamwork? You take 1 stress and give Will another die.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Let's get out of here, guys.
Sure. Okay. So Ratbones is going to assist you because it makes sense because they found out this information in the first place.
Yeah, and we're working together on this.
Yep.
Okay. Come on.
Uh-oh.
That was really close.
Okay, I'm going to take a pic. I'm looking at the
Yeah.
dice rolls. That's just
Oh
how
my God.
polarizing the dice rolls are.
My God.
Okay, so audience, what happened was that Will rolled 5 dice. He got 2 1s, 2 2s, and the last die, as it was spinning, he was like, "Oh God, oh God, oh God!" Came up a 6.
Yeah.
Oh, you lucky bastard! That was a pretty desperate move, actually, blowing a hole in the floor.
XP?
Yeah, XP. I should have been getting you guys to mark XP as well for your desperate moves, but
Well, we haven't made a whole lot of them. We've been super risky. We haven't actually gotten to desperate.
yeah. You blow a hole in the floor. Now you have a special ability that affects this.
Saboteur, when you wreck, which I just did, the work is much quieter than it should be, and the damage is hidden from casual inspection.
Nice.
So I don't blow a hole. Like, this is the spot where it's supposed to be. I managed to, like blow out, just one single stone. And then, we sneak out, and I, mortar together some garbage and just shove it in the way.
You blow a hole in the floor.
Yeah.
But you blow it in an area where they have a large, throw rug.
Yeah.
Yes, or I just, slightly move a desk from a wall that then covers it.
Better, so
Yeah, exactly.
No, that way it's not a pit trap, which would be funny, but casual inspection.
And you rolled a 6.
Yes.
You do not add the final tick to silent alarm.
Yes.
You have successfully avoided both that clock and the hounds.
Oh,
We're a beautiful disaster.
Because you did not
Didn't
take
get
a
all the
devil's
way.
bargain, and you did not roll a 4 to 5. You get into the sewers, and Telda is waiting for you. And she's basically just been guarding a boat that you've moored in the sewers with a lamp attached.
Little
to
raft.
It. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And
GTFO.
yeah, what do you guys do at this point?
Back to the lair.
Oh no, Ratbones is laughing.
Oh boy.
Ratbones has a terrible look on their face.
See, the thing is, I know what I want to do. I'm not entirely sure I'm allowed to do it.
You're allowed to do anything, man. It's
You're
not
allowed to
cheating.
do anything you want.
Okay.
The worst I'm going to tell you, Shane, is that the scale or the potency of your opposition is too great for you to be able to make the roll without other effects involved.
Yeah.
That's the worst I'm going to tell you. The worst I can tell you is no.
Yeah. So give it a shot.
All right.
Do you want to betray the party?
Dude.
We still have a whole other session.
Don't break apart the Gulls.
Just a look on his face. Here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to
going on.
happen. Ratbones walks up to Telda first, pats her on the shoulder, hands her the box with the idol in it. then reaches into
Do
Telda's pocket.
Do you want to jump into a flashback at this point? If you're preparing something like this, it sounds like it might be a flashback.
Well, let me get to it first. Reaches into Telda's cloak, pulls out a pistol, and shoots Cyrene in the chest.
Ooh. I'm going to call this a one stress flashback for stashing a pistol on Telda. What the fuck?
Is he a member of
Okay, give me a... Are you trying to kill Cyrene? Or are you trying to do... What are you trying to accomplish with this act of violence?
Maim, kill.
Persuade, intimidate, control... Establish dominance?
Dance?
Let's go with established dominance.
Okay, so you're, what do you got? You do not have... Oh,
I don't have command or anything.
No, okay, so this is going to start with...
Could be sway.
No, it's going to start with 2 dice.
Okay.
You're going to pick the lowest. Alternatively, you can push yourself, take 2 stress to to make it a single actual die roll. Because you're going to roll 2 and take the lowest.
Yeah.
Or you can move it to a single die by taking the 2 stress. And then I can offer you a devil's bargain to add another die to it.
Let's go that route. I'll take the stress and the devil's bargain.
Oh boy.
Okay, the devil's bargain in this case, you're going to roll 2 dice. Okay. So, no, it's 2 stress.
Oh, all right.
So, the devil's bargain in this case is that that's going to set off...
We're not very far.
You're about to set off the silent alarm and the hounds by doing that.
God damn it.
We're far enough.
Are you taking it?
I'm
taking it.
Okay, this is going to add an extra heat to you guys.
Great.
An extra 2 heat because you tripped both. Okay. Give me your 2 dice. That's a 5. So, Cyrene, Ratbones turns around and point blanks you in the chest with a pistol that they just pulled off Telda the Beggar. I would like to now... we've got to stop this for a second. This is entered into PvP territory. So that was a immediately risky action, and that happens. I just need to... oh, wait, I have this on one of the cheat sheets in here. Here we are. Action roll. Risky. 4 to 5. You do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer harm. A complication occurs. You have reduced effect. You end up in a desperate position. You just shot one of your allies. You can roll to you can make a resistance roll on that one. You're going to be probably rolling only. You're going to be rolling 2 dice.
Okay.
If you succeed, you'll take stress equal to whatever the highest 6 minus whatever you roll on the die on your highest die. And you will not be in a desperate position, probably because you jump onto the boat and start up the engine while Cyrene and Creek over here are still reeling from your betrayal.
Okay, well, here's the thing. As soon as Ratbones shoots Cyrene, Telda starts taking off the cloak, and you see a maid's outfit underneath it.
What?
And when she does that, Ratbones pulls off the ratty ratty cloak and the face shrouds, and you see.
Of course, you would steal from those.
You see Dame Rosalind.
Whoa!
Come on!
As much as I respect that, I will point out 2 things. 1, still need another episode. 2, that's going a bit far.
Really?
Yeah. It's going a bit far to say that your character is suddenly revealed to be the person they've had on their sheet as their own worst enemy. I will fully accept selling your allies out to the Blue Coats in addition for additional coin or consideration for
or
consideration for their for your allies. but I'm going to say no to you being the person your sheet rates down as your own worst enemy.
What if it's somebody...
Mainly because you didn't tell me beforehand, Shane.
Come on! That's part of the fun, though!
No, that kind of thing is something you need to talk to the GM for. That's control of the environment. But if you want to have a flashback, it'll cost you 2 more stress to have tipped off the Bluecoats about it for future consideration, that I will accept.
All right, I'll do that.
You have betrayed the party. Pulls the trigger. As you do that, the alarm goes off on the bank above. Telda pulls off her cloak of rags, and she's actually a Bluecoat. 2 more Bluecoats rise out from rags on the barge.
Yep.
Pointing pistols at you. And now I'm going to turn to you, Cyrene. You have been shot. Ow. That hurts. That's going. That's what
messes with the Gulls.
That's going to be a level 2 harm unless you want to make a resistance roll. Do you want to just take the harm?
Yeah.
Shot in the heart.
Yep. And you're too late.
Like, actually too late.
Gulls, a bad name.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna end the episode there. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Love it.
Shane's Julian moment. So in that, just before we close out, I want to just be clear in that flashback. You, what are you getting out of? Are you taking money for yourself, or is this you taking money from them to give to the poor?
I'm getting a sum of money from. Who did you say was in
Bluecoats?
Crowsfoot that knows about the idol?
Oh, that knows about the. I didn't say anyone in Crowsfoot knows about the.
No, you said something about like. Wasn't there something about sea witches? Basically, the plan was somebody wants the idol that feels it's too dangerous in the hands that it's currently in.
Yeah, there was another dealer in the night market that was opposed to Mortis.
Yeah, Jira.
Yeah, that you guys were maybe looking to sell the idol to. But you didn't even necessarily know that it was the idol going into this.
Right.
Yeah, we had no idea.
Okay, then let's just go with... I'm just taking the money that they would have gotten, I'm giving it to the beggars in Crowsfoot. Okay,
so that the Bluecoats are... you're essentially splitting some of the profit with the Bluecoats, and they're going to let you off the hook and give money to the poor.
If you're a real Gull, you wouldn't
and maybe they'll like
clearly I am not a real Gull.
On the homeless in Charhall.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. That's a very kind of Robin Hood move. That's That's a dick move. All right then.
Betraying me.
This is what is considered in bird culture to be.
Why you betray me, Ratbones? Why? Well, come back next episode, terrible listeners, when you find out how them Gull boys and girls are gonna get themselves out of this one. Yep. I'm Derek the Bard from Chasing the Muse, I think, unless I'm actually betraying the party as well. and I am joined with...
Will Mitchell playing Creek the Leech.
Shane Fitzgerald playing Ratbones the Traitorous Lurk.
Cameron Dunn playing Cyrene the Whisperer, who's currently...
bleeding out of the chest.
Sucking chest wound, I believe the kids call it.
Oh.
Pneumothorax.
Oh, it sucks,
fancy
alright.
if you're nasty.
Bye.
Yeah.
Blades in the Dark returns in 2 weeks' time, where Derek will have to completely figure out what that last episode is supposed to sound like now that Shane went and Gunn and did what he'd done. It happens. Sometimes you just can't stop a good betrayal from happening. Of course, new episodes of The Terrible Warriors happen every Tuesday and every Thursday. And next week on Tuesday, Star Trek Adventures continues into Part 3 as they deal with the distress call of a Klingon ship derelict over an alien world. And on Thursday, alternating with Blades in the Dark, brand new GM Tiff Compton continues our adventures through a song of ice and fire, as our players learn that they are more connected to the story we know than they ever realized was possible. Blood will be spilt in the name of gold. Also on Tuesdays, alternating with Star Trek, Mike the Birdman Dodd is playing through Sailor Moon Thunderheart. And as they complete the trials, they'll continue to learn the truth about friendship and love and candy bacon? Okay. Follow us on Twitter at Dice Warriors. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Terrible Warriors. We're on Instagram as well now these days. That's cool. We also have a Discord channel. Just ask anyone on the show and we'll send you an invite. Anyone has access to our Discord channel, but Patreon supporters also get access to our studio audience, where they can listen in on select recordings whenever we can patch our microphones into Discord while we're recording a game. That's kinda neat. Today's Terrible Warriors and your members of the Gulls were Derek Burrow, Shane Fitzgerald, Wes Gunn, Will Mitchell, and Cam Dunn. They'll return in 2 weeks' time to wrap up this story with an evil bow. And until then, thank you for liking, supporting, and sharing. Thank you for subscribing and going through our back catalog and telling us the stories you like the most. And also for playing games of your own, sending us those play reports so that I can turn them into a special news report where I talk about the comings and goings of all of our terrible warriors.